Well, good evening. It's one of those days that I've just had. Look, nothing's gone right. Well, it's gone right, but it's not been in the timeline that we usually follow. So I'm here, rosboundy psychic medium, to do the daily Lenormand card spread reading. And it's way past the usual time that I do this. But it's good to be here, so at least we can look at the cards in a little more retrospective way because it's evening here in Port Elliot, South Australia. So it's dark outside. You may have noticed if you were watching this from the start. Probably not, but that's okay because, being this late, I'm not expecting too many live. Always good that it's here as a replay anyway, so welcome. Let's go to the cards. They are here. And you can tell it's dark because I've got lights bouncing off the curtains because it is dark outside, pure black. I'll just give you a quick look again at the opening. And here we go. Here's my spread. Now, you'll see my Apple Pencil. I am still using the Fairy Tale Lenormand because it is Sunday, and we've got the bouquet in the home space. It's the garden as the theme for the day, and the rider in the workspace. Now, as you're looking back on your day and what it has been, have you been out in the garden? Have you had beautiful flowers and the influence of Mother Nature in those two spaces, as a theme and as your home space? Most of us, the garden is probably what represents our home space. But it could be that you had an event that was outside in the public park arena, picnics with someone. It was blowing a gale here, so I don't know that there was too many people outside here around the Victor Harbour, Port Elliot, Galway area, the Southern Flurio. Anyway, let's zoom into the cards that are relevant for our reading so that we can see those more clearly. And I am going to be using the little guidebook because it's the fairy tale. You can see it's by Arwen Lynch and Elisa Hunt, so they'll have their interpretations. It's relevant for the fairy tales I've chosen to be described as part of the meanings for these cards. Okay, so our theme, what we had today, look at all those lovely little children. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 that we can see immediately playing here in the garden. That's a doll or it's a child, I don't know. And look at the other little faces that are in all these spots and that wonderful giant there. Anyway, it's 8 of spades being the corresponding regular playing deck. Okay, so we shall go to card 20, which is the garden. And here we go. This is the card that is with keywords of friends, festivities, acquaintances and gatherings. So hence, that idea of a picnic out in public parks and stuff like that. Because this is the little more public arena. It's outside, it's in Mother Nature. It's bringing that is from, the natural realm. So here we go is the story that's here. From Oscar Wilde, we learn about the selfish giant who has a beautiful garden but won't allow anyone to enter. Because he refuses to let the children in, the garden remains in winter. The giant finally hears a bird singing. When he looks out, his garden is beginning to bloom again because one brave child has crawled into the garden through a hole. The giant learns that having friends is the key to living a good life. Once he has begun to open his garden and his heart to others, he realises how much he gains from his friends and neighbours. So this card reminds us of the importance of community. It can indicate a festive time of friends and family gathering. So for specific timing needs, this can be a Sunday. Isn't that appropriate? Because today is Sunday here, or has been for most of it, and still got some of it left to go. So this card is sometimes also called the park and may feature a public place where people gather, which in the Gilded Reverie Lenormand by Ciro Marchetti that I use through weekdays, it is called the park card. So the gorgeous detail that's in this, it really does mean open your heart to that is the friendships that we can make, family gatherings, all sorts of fun when it's connecting us with that is nature, the natural realm. We are people who live in relationships, and we need relationship with each other. So this really demonstrates it in great detail, I think, as far as all those minutiae of detail in the corners of the grasses and possibly even the fairies, in all sorts of ways. I think it's absolutely marvellous, this card. And that is our theme and has been for the day today. Now, what we've got here in our home space is the bouquet. Now, that's card number 9, as we can see here. And its relationship with the regular playing deck is Queen of Spades. So I'll find that in the guidebook, card 9. And the bouquet has keywords of happiness, joy, beauty, and gifts. So isn't it gorgeous? Birthdays. I've got a best friend whose birthday is today, and she is recuperating from an operation and went home today. So that's a wonderful gift to have the medical system we do and being able to be pampered at home. So here we have that's a continuity with the flowers from the garden space. I think it's gorgeous. So the story of Little Ida's flowers shows how one young girl created her own happiness. After being told a whimsical tale of dancing blooms, her belief created magic for her as her dolls danced with the flowers at the midnight ball. Here, Little Ida's flora dance Little Ida's flora dance their way into your reading, reminding you of all the joy in the world. Their magical message is one of pleasure. Like Ida, create your own magic when you see this card. So you can also hold on to the message of a woman who knows how to take charge, just like little Ida did in her own room. A nosegay is given to someone to cheer them up. When you see this card, look at the cards nearby, and it's right next to the garden. Perfect matching, isn't it? There may be someone who could use some cheering up in your world. Perhaps you're being called to be a bouquet of bliss in someone else's world. Or perhaps you'll find undiscovered joy in new areas of your own life. Dance a little, smile a lot, make the magic of Little Ida's flowers waltz through your own life. So isn't that wonderful? And it starts in the home space. Create that is your joy, your magic, and bring it to others to share it as well. It's gorgeous, that bouquet. And to continue the theme of new messages coming in with the Rider, it is card number 1, and it's got the 9 of Hearts being that corresponding playing card. And the Rider is about the keywords: success, victory, good news, dreams realised. Isn't that the connection of what we're going to have from our home space? Create what you want and bring that message into your workspace. So and this is this fairy tale story, in The Enchanted Horse, a magical horse brings a prince and princess together, but then a crafty sultan uses that same horse to kidnap the princess. The prince she loves must be wily in how he defeats the powerful sultan. He succeeds in his goal and uses the same magical horse to escape with his love back to his own kingdom. The Rider is the card of success. This can be news of a victory or the realisation of a dream. Our princess had her dreams answered when her love rescued her. Her prince achieved his victory. When the Rider shows up in your reading, know that you'll see victory wherever the Rider is heading. So what's behind the Rider could show you the path to your triumph. And it's the gardens, it's the public bringing it out into that space. All the amazing things you want out of life can be coming your way when the Rider approaches. So who's riding towards you is a good question to ponder with this enchanting card. So with this, what we're doing with the rider in the workspace, is we're continuing that theme that is the garden and bringing things into the more public arena. So those ideas that you've been thinking of today are going to be riding into your day tomorrow, to be put into practice, to be put into that work mode, and seeing the results come to that victorious and successful conclusion that you are going to intend with it. Put that intention in it and ride toward your goal. Absolutely gorgeous reading for those 3 cards for today. So thank you for watching this. I know it would likely be in replay, mainly because I can't see that anyone's watching live, and that's not a problem. So you may like to book in for or purchase a reading. I've got some of the cards set out already in the readings. You go to the readings tab, you pay for the reading, and you get the visual recording like this. You ask your questions and I use the spreads. Depending on which ones you choose, or I intuitively gauge what is the most appropriate system for doing your reading. It's always negotiable. So see what you think of that. And otherwise there is I think this is the one, buymeacoffee.com, and rosboundy is the destination. So hopefully that one might get you, I love my coffees. If that's not the right link, well, I'll have to send it again tomorrow or something. Oh, good evening, Claire. So you're here. Have you only just popped on? Well, that's not showing up in the comments, is it? Yes, it is. Must have hit the button wrong. So lovely to see you. What's your weather like up there? Goodness, we've had a lot of wind today. So yeah, so that is the reading that was meant to be for today. From earlier on, I do usually intend to have the readings done by 8 o'clock or at 8 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow I've got a change of plan. Oh, hang on, I better put my own face here now. I do have a change of plans for this week because I've got a slight schedule rearrangement. Tomorrow I'm going to be going in to do the volunteering, and Wednesday this week. So Tuesday I'll be at a regular time. So look, put the notifications on, turn them on, and hopefully you get the notification when I do actually go live, and you can pop in to watch it in live mode. If that's not possible, that's fine. And you can watch it always in the replay. I don't take them down. Facebook do after 30 days. But I do have option on YouTube that stays there. So there is a playlist that you'll see on my YouTube channel, which is Psychic Ros or rosboundy. I have the two simultaneously going to the both because I still haven't sort of stopped using the rosboundy one. I do use both for this type of reading. At some point I probably will not continue with the rosboundy and just do it via so it's been a bit yuck, just do it via the Psychic Ros YouTube channel. A bit yuck with the weather there too. Yeah, wow, must be just the season for it or something. We've got weird weather everywhere. I do feel that whatever they're doing with cloud structures, creation, all that sort of stuff, cloud engineering, whatever they call it. Who knows why? Or is it just weird seasons and Mother Nature's letting us know? So, and there you go, Claire. Have a look. Look what I've got. Lord of the Rings warmer. It's time for my dinner, so thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening or morning if you're on the other side of the world. We are global and it's lovely to have the technology. Thank you for joining me. I'll be earlier tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'll be able to be earlier tomorrow morning, or it'll be about this, 4 o'clock when I get back from volunteering. We'll just see. Sometimes it really is go with the flow. Thank you. Keep being the best you, and namaste.